Hey guys, the next subject I want to tackle is your contact list. So you've heard about single men running around with a little black book, right? Well, your contact list should be just as important. And I can tell you that this is something that I've struggled with. I'm going to be totally transparent in that. But had I, as a new coach, started a contact list and been disciplined with it, right? You're going to hear me say that word all the time, disciplined. It's a thing that you need to do. And so your contact list is actually going to help you begin to be able to follow up. And follow up is so important. So many people feel like if they don't make the initial sale, that they did something wrong. When if I look at my career, most people took kind of like 4 or 5 exposures to myself and me following up for them to say yes. So don't feel bad if you're contacting somebody the first time and they say no. It's okay. I said no like 3 times to my coach. And most of you probably watching this video have said no to me. So it's not, don't emotionally take it. Your contact list is actually going to take less stress off of our brain and put it into a place where you can use it. So many times we think in our brain that we can remember that, Patty from down the street wants to talk about Shakeology. Let's face it, our kids come home from school or whatever and that like we've completely forgotten about Patty. And not that Patty's not important, it's just that there's so many things fighting for space in our brain that we can't remember it. So a contact list is going to be the best way that you organize yourselves. Now, you have to know yourselves. I personally am not a digital person, so I am a paper and pencil person. So I put the person's name, I put their email, try to get their email even if they're messaging you on Facebook, because Facebook Messenger is just such a mess. Sometimes I make the mistake of reading the message and not responding, and then I lose the message. So I always want an email list. Chalene Johnson talks about a lot about collecting your email people. So I have their email. I talk what they talked about, like what they wanted. I put that in that information there. And then I kind of make a list, and I make a list of, how many times they've contacted them. I contacted them once and then contacted them again. Sometimes if I'm really good, I will actually put a follow-up date with my contact list. One of the easiest ways I've made my contact list is I use a Google form. And so when I talk about starting a group or I talk about coaching or something like that, I have people fill out a Google form. And so that Google provides me this awesome spreadsheet with their information and their email. And then I can take those emails and plug them into my contact list. At some point during the day, be really disciplined to write down the people that you talk to, because I can guarantee you that you're not going to remember them, and you're going to lose an opportunity for follow-up. 80% of sales are made after like 5 exposures or more. So that's 5 times that you follow up. A lot of people I know often tell me, I don't want to be a pain. Well, guess what? It's not being a pain. It's just follow up. I mean, think about this. If you want to sell somebody something, right? And they say no to you, and then you like completely go away. You've kind of like told that person that like you only cared about the initial sale. Whereas if you kind of follow up with them and you kind of like check in with them, you're actually showing them like, hey, this lady kind of cares about me. She actually wanted to know how I'm doing and she checked in with me. So don't look at your follow-ups as being like a pain in the butt. Look at that you're actually showing people that you really care about them, because that is really what a follow-up is all about. It's about, hey, how are you doing? Because that's what we're in this for. We're in this to help people. We're in this to get people healthy. And we all know that step to getting healthy is a really big step. And so sometimes that follow-up is so needed, and your contact list is going to provide you a regimented, disciplined way for you to keep track of those people. I actually, with my emails, make folders. And so like if I'm, doing 21 Day Fix, I will put all those emails into a folder under 21 Day Fix, which was really cool, because when the 21 Day Fix Extreme came out, I had all those people who were 21 Day Fix people that I could immediately send out something to. So just going to make your life a little easier, even though in the beginning it's going to be like, oh, discipline, right? We hate discipline. But what you're going to find with discipline and doing things like contact lists is you're going to see that it actually allows you more time and more freedom, because you're going to start to get into a disciplined way to do your business. So contact lists, do it digitally. Some people, my coaches have spreadsheets. Some of my coaches have, like a notebook. I personally am like a paper and pencil person. That's just kind of how I am. And when I have like really high Success Club months, like 50, 70 Success Club points, it is because I have worked really hard on being vigilant with my contact list. So, and start out your contact list right now. Like make a list of 100 people that you think could benefit from our products, because I will bet you this, you have prejudged people, because there are so many people that I have thought would never want Shakeology or anything else like that, and just because I've actually put them on the list and reached out to them, they're like, absolutely, and they've become my clients. So never prejudge anybody. And start adding to that contact list every day. You should have 3 new people that you're adding to every day. And it could be somebody who you've met at school. It could be somebody who, you met at the mall. I don't know why. I guess I have a friendly face, but people always talk to me all the time. It doesn't have to be that difficult. And there's a lot of this job that can be done just being you and just going about life. It doesn't have to be so segmented, if that is a word. So hopefully that'll help you with your contact list.